Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's right, this is another episode of Coffee and Contemplation. Settle down. Jeez. Somebody's feeling sassy today, or maybe just a little angry, right? Grr, mad. Well,
first name Mr. Middle name
you gotta
period.
get it over with.
Last name T.
It's true. Okay, so, I'm not Mr. T. That was Mr. T. But I am Old Heart, a.k.a. Jared, a.k.a. the host of this show. Podcast. Well, you know, whatever. Hope you're doing well, dear listener. Every day's a good day to ripen up the coconut, which I hope you're here to do. If you're not, well, a poo-poo to you. Yeah. All right, so I just want to get this over with. I just want to say shout outs to all you listeners right now. You're awesome. Anybody who is here, go on Instagram and follow us on Instagram at Old Heart Radio. Or you can check out our Twitter, which is out there. It's called Old Heart in Space. So look us up online. Those are the avenues. And today's topic, we're just going to get right there. I read an article today, and I found multiple articles on it. Disney bought Fox recently. And it was for $7.3 billion, right? The one of the big issues of them buying Fox was the vast media acquisition, obviously, right? And recently it has been discovered that Disney, the company, this is why I fucking hate Disney. It's it kills me sometimes that Marvel is related to Disney, because it's Marvel's making great, awesome, I love their glorious movies, but it's part of this awful machine, man. Anyway, so Disney, ever since buying Fox, has been slowly denying the use of Fox movies to cinemas. You know, the report that I read had a specific cinema that they had talked to, but I think of here in Olympia, I think of a couple of different things. I think of the drive-in up in Shelton. I cannot fucking remember the name of it. I think of OFS, downtown, Olympia Film Society, where they screen some awesome, older movies from time to time, and it's fucking rad. I think that's usually the reason I go to OFS, is because they're screening some sort of awesome 80s movie, or fucking RoboCop again or something, it's cool to see cinema chains doing it sometimes, the Fathom events things that happen. Those are pretty rad from time to time, but what's been happening across North America, it seems, is that people are asking or requesting to use, movies from Fox movies that they have previously been able to use. That's the big shit kicker of this all. Movies that they have previously been able to use. Movies like Die Hard or Commando, or, even classics like A Miracle on 34th Street. But seriously, they're being requesting to use these movies, and they're being denied it. Disney's nope, those are no longer available. They give no reasoning for it. They just shut that shit down. But sometimes they make exceptions. And that's the weird thing. So the best that anybody's gotten a read on is that this is a case by case thing that somebody at Disney is deciding. And it's fucked up. Because there are if I cannot I'm gonna like fuck you, Disney. If I cannot go to the Capitol Theater sometime and watch Aliens, okay? If they can never screen that movie because you put it in your vault alongside your old racist animated movies, then fuck you, okay? I'm just gonna say that. You have, I will say, I have watched a lot of Disney bullshit. I've watched a lot of Disney movies. I love some of those animated movies. Like the original Jungle Book movie is one of my favorite animated movies still. I'm just saying, like, I have a personal attachment to a lot of work that Disney's put out. But you have to, like, understand that Disney as a big corporation, especially lately, has been trying to squeeze out more and more competition so they're the voice. All right? They already have fucking Star Wars, people. They already run the Marvel fucking movies. They just put a Marvel studio executive, Feige, in charge of Marvel Comics. All right, that just does not sit well with me. Disney is making money moves, and it's because they can. Shit. Shout outs to anybody listening. Like I said, shout outs to my Old Heart Radio co-host Castle Roll. Look him up on Instagram, Lucas. Shout outs to, like I said, anybody listening. My younger brother Buckatron, Uncaged. Anybody out there, you're all fucking radical. So am I though. So, that's cool. But back to Disney. So because Disney has billions and billions of dollars, and they're just making more and more and more. I mean, they just had Avengers Endgame made over $1 billion in the box. They had Spider-Man Far From Home. Not that they got the entire piece of that shit, but like I'm saying, like, they're making single movies that make billions of dollars, right? So not billions, $1 billion. They're making movies that easily pay for themselves, and to be frank, they're just trying to be the only bully on the block. That's kind of it. Like, it seems like they're just trying to buy up everything around them, all the companies around them, all the studios around them, and just so they can have everything. And that doesn't sit well with me. That's when, like, you've fully crossed that line. I mean, you probably did it like 2 Pirates of the Caribbeans ago, but you fully crossed the line between, like, trying to give people entertainment and art and, like, something to break away from the regular fucking mundane reality of it all. And you're just trying to sap people's money from them. You're trying to take away from people now. You're trying to manipulate people now. And that's just fucking bullshit. It's just, it's absolutely atrocious to me. Like, I don't know. I never started reading Marvel comics. I never started, like, loving superheroes because, like, I don't know, because they were wealthy or could sign 1 million autographs. Like superheroes were like an escape. And to sometimes watch one of these, like, Disney Marvel movies, which I do love. I've talked about them for literally hours, probably, on the Matinee Edition podcast, which you should also check out. They're a fun Old Heart Radio podcast on Spotify, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. Also on your mom. Okay, so that's the only plug. But I, like, honestly, it's like you watch one of these Marvel movies and you think about, like, it's fucking Disney behind it, man. Like, it breaks my goddamn heart. It breaks the nerd in me's heart, because with, like, you trace it, and without the big studio money, we have the early foundations of, we have, like, Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi trilogy, we have the X-Men movies, we have the Blade movies. Like, those were, it. They were like the baseline for trying to make comic books cool in the theater before Disney got their hands on Marvel's Yarbles. So, like, I'm so fired up about this. But seriously though, like, Disney denying the use of Fox movies kills me. Mainly because, like, honestly, like, a lot of the reports are like I said, they're movies that have been used before, like there's their classics that people love to go see, like Rosemary's Baby. I want to be able to go see Rosemary's Baby in a fucking theater in October, right? I probably can't do that. Well, I mean, that's not true. I probably still can this month, but like next October, I bet I won't be able to because Disney's put all of my Fox's movies in the fucking vault. But it's just strange to do that. I think it's like, it's also like weirdly greedy. I don't know. Either way, as like most of these articles do point out, you still can look at and watch these movies on a lot of streaming platforms. The only one that you probably can't is Netflix, because it seems like Netflix, and I think this is what I say, they literally dedicate only like a certain fraction of their base to like movies prior to the year 2000. So pre-millennium, you get you'll have very little movies on there. That's why you see like go to Amazon. I hate to say this. Go to Amazon and check out their 80s movies. You know what I mean? Like they have tons of 1980s horror movies. Go to Netflix. But also, that's the other thing I wonder. Disney's about to launch their own streaming service. So they're going to be putting up all of their stuff on their streaming service. And what I'm wondering is, are they going to be taking some of those Fox movies, some of those Fox properties that they've denied other people use of, and are they going to be bringing them to their streaming platform? Are they going to like take off the other stuff? Like, are they going to take all their Disney stuff off and all their like Fox acquisition stuff and off of like Hulu and Netflix and Amazon and all these other platforms and just put it up on theirs? I don't know. That would seem to be the greediest thing to do, and Marvel and Disney seem to, I can't say Marvel, just Disney in general seems to be the greediest fat kid on the fucking block, okay? So, I don't know. Take that information for what you want it to be, dear listener, but before you know it, all the movies you really want to see, all those classics, like Terminator just turned 35. You'll no longer be able to see them on a silver screen. All you'll be able to do is stream them in your house. And that is not the same experience. Straight up. Either way, this has been another episode of Coffee and Contemplation. I've been ranting this entire time. I know, probably not the best thing to do first thing in the morning, but you gotta get fired up any way you can. I hope you go out there and use your brain for good. As always, every day's a good day to ripen up your coconut. And to be honest, dear listener, keep your stick on the ice.